Hi everyone, and welcome to our lesson 86. My name is Professor Robert, and in today's lesson, we will solve more quadratic equations by factoring. Right, let's just dive into it. We are given our problem, our quadratic equation, 6x squared plus 7x minus 3 is equal to 0. And we're supposed to solve the value for our variable x and using the factoring method. So it means the left-hand side has got to be broken up into two parts, which will have to multiply together to give us 0. Again, we look at the first factor here, 6x squared, and break it up into two parts. So we'll have 6x and x, which parts, when multiplied together, will give us 6x squared. Next, we look at our constant here, and that's minus 3. So that means we've got to look for two factors when multiplied together will give us minus 3. And that will be 3 and 1. But remember, we must have it as negative 3. So one of the two factors must be negative. Again, you can do this by try and error, but I'm sure with some practice, after a while, you will be able to know which one should be negative and which one should be positive. So let's suppose we've chosen this to be negative 1. This will be positive 3. And um, you we do it that way so that in the end we we finally get 0 as our answer. Now, let's back up a little bit. The two factors, which when multiplied together to give us 6x squared, could be 6x multiplied by x, but since 6 can be broken down, we should actually break this 6 into 2. So instead of a 6 here, we should have, say, a 3. And then here we should have a 2. So that we have 3x minus 1 being multiplied by 2x plus 3 to give us 0. Again, we can now distribute our two parentheses to see if we will get back our 6x squared plus 7x minus 3. So 3x multiplied by 2x will give us our 6x squared. 3x times 3 will give us positive 9x, and then minus 1 by 2x will give us minus 2x, and then minus 1 times 3 will of course give us 3, which should give us 0. And that's true because when we simplify this expression further, 9x minus 2x will give us 7x, minus 3 will give us 0. So then, having gotten back our original equation, we can then look at our two parentheses and say 1. 3x minus 1 should equal to 0. And then the second expression will be 2x plus 3 should equal to 0. So we can now solve for x. This side we have plus 1 plus 1. What you do to one side of an equation, you must do the other. So we are left with 3x here, which is equal to 1. And when we divide by 3, x will equal to 1/3. And then under 2 here, we subtract 3 from both sides. and we have 2x equal to minus 3. Divide by 2, divide by 2. We then have x is equal to minus 3 over 2. So that means that our x has two possible values, 1/3 and then minus 3 over 2. And this will be the answer. All right. Okay. If this lesson helped you, don't forget to like, share with anyone you think needs it, and please subscribe for more algebra made simple. All right. See you in the next lesson, and bye for now.